I'm TorqueTon, and I've uncovered the data that car manufacturers don't want you to see. 2026 isn't just another model year, it's the most dangerous time to buy a car in decades. Between rushed pandemic-era redesigns finally hitting showrooms, mandatory software-controlled architectures that lock you out of basic repairs, and electrification disasters that are destroying even Toyota's reputation, you're walking into a financial minefield. Miss these warning signs and you'll be holding a $40,000 paperweight. Here's the shocking truth. EVs and plug-in hybrids are failing at 80% higher rates than traditional gas cars. The culprit, integrated charging control units, or ICCUs, are becoming the Achilles heel of electrification. When these fail, and they will, you're looking at $8,000 replacements that brick your entire vehicle. Battery cooling systems overheat and shut down your car. Software crashes mid-drive, leaving you stranded. And manufacturers? They're calling these catastrophic failures learning experiences. Meanwhile, you're stuck with a car that won't start and a warranty department that's pointing fingers. The gotcha? Even Toyota's rock-solid reputation can't save their BZ4X from ICCU failures. If you must go electric, stick to conventional hybrids or wait until 2028 when third-generation systems iron out these disasters. Some brands aren't just struggling, they're in full death spirals. Jaguar's sales have collapsed by 97% as they chase an all-electric luxury strategy that's alienating existing customers. Chrysler is down to a single aging model, the Pacifica, with no pipeline replacements. Mitsubishi imports most of its U.S. vehicles from Japan, facing tariffs like a 25% rate, recently lowered to 15%, which increases vulnerability during trade wars. The warning signs? Empty showrooms, single-model lineups, and desperate pivot strategies that abandon their core buyers. When Alfa Romeo's entire U.S. lineup depends on one platform, you're not buying a car, you're betting on a brand's survival. If these companies fold, your warranty becomes worthless paper, parts disappear, and resale value craters overnight. German luxury with British reliability. That's what you're buying with brands like BMW M series, Range Rover, and Bentley. These vehicles pack over 70 electronic modules into systems so complex that basic maintenance requires engine-out service. I'm talking $25,000 in maintenance costs over 10 years. That's before the inevitable air suspension failures hit at 60,000 miles. Here's the gotcha most buyers miss. Your $80,000 Range Rover becomes worth only $15,000 the moment that warranty expires. But the repair bills don't stop. Proprietary everything means only dealer service, and dealers charge $200 per hour for diagnostics that take 3 hours to identify a $50 sensor. The decision rule is brutal. If you can't afford 2 of these cars, you can't afford one. Buying a freshly redesigned 2025 or 2026 model is like volunteering for beta testing, except you're paying full price for the privilege. Consumer Reports data shows 23% more problems in first-year redesigns, and pandemic-era development makes this worse. The 2025 GMC Acadia, 2026 Mazda CX-90, and other rushed redesigns are showing teething pains that should have been caught in testing. Software glitches, premature wear, and engineering shortcuts are the price of compressed development cycles. Smart buyers wait until year 3 of any generation when manufacturers have identified and fixed the most expensive problems. By 2026, international mandates require software-defined vehicle architectures that give manufacturers unprecedented control over your car. They can remotely cap your speed, lock your ignition, or disable features you paid for through cryptographic digital handshakes. Miss a subscription payment for heated seats? Locked out until you pay up. Want an independent mechanic to save money? The software blocks them from accessing diagnostic codes, forcing you back to expensive dealers. This isn't science fiction. BMW already charges monthly for features built into every car. The control shift is real. You're not buying a car anymore. You're leasing access to its capabilities. When software updates can brick your vehicle overnight, ownership becomes an illusion. Here's where the data gets weird. Some sources show BMW climbing into reliability top 10 rankings, while mechanics tell horror stories of $15,000 repair bills. The truth lies in the middle. BMW's basic models with naturally aspirated engines are actually reliable. But step into M Series territory, add the latest iDrive system, or choose the complex all-wheel drive variants, and you're back in nightmare territory. The key is knowing which BMW models avoid the expensive technology traps. A base 3 Series can often surprise you with Toyota-like reliability, while an X7 with every option can become a financial black hole depending on the vehicle. Two transmission technologies have earned permanent spots in the automotive graveyard: Nissan's Jatco CVTs and Ford's PowerShift DCT. These aren't isolated problems. They're universal disasters that destroy entire model lineups. Jatco CVTs overheat, develop belt slippage, and fill with metal shavings, typically failing between 80,000 and 120,000 miles. Ford's PowerShift DCT creates jerky shifts, premature clutch wear, and complete transmission replacement at owner expense. The graveyards are full of Sentras, Altimas, Focuses, and Fiestas that became worthless when their transmissions failed. Avoid any used car with these systems unless the transmission has already been replaced. Electric vehicles are depreciating at 31% annually compared to just 3.6% for gas cars. This creates a paradox: terrible for new buyers, potentially brilliant for used buyers with warranties. A $60,000 EV becomes a $40,000 car in year 2. But if you can verify battery health and secure extended coverage, you're getting cutting-edge technology at massive discounts. The key is understanding why EVs depreciate so quickly: rapidly improving technology, charging infrastructure concerns, and battery replacement anxiety. For new buyers, it's financial suicide. For informed used buyers with proper due diligence, it's the deal of the decade. Before buying any 2026 model, apply the Year 3 rule. Can you afford this car once the warranty and free maintenance expire? Test every connectivity feature. Will you pay monthly subscriptions for heated seats or remote start? Consider the service desert problem. Rivian has fewer than 70 service centers nationwide, making simple repairs impossible for most owners. Check if independent mechanics can access diagnostic codes or if cryptographic locks keep you trapped in dealer service networks. These aren't luxury considerations anymore. They're survival basics in the software-defined vehicle era. Many CVT-equipped vehicles require fluid changes every 30,000 to 60,000 miles under severe driving conditions, though some newer models may have longer intervals up to 100,000 miles. Consult your owner's manual for your specific vehicle's requirements. Check NHTSA recall status. Some models like the Blazer EV have 5+ open recalls that can take months to resolve. Verify build dates to avoid early production units that serve as expensive beta tests. For EVs, request a battery health report or recharge score to avoid degraded batteries that cut range in half. Document all software versions and pending updates that could introduce new problems. These checks aren't optional anymore. They're the difference between reliable transportation and a $40,000 mistake. Navigate 2026 by often avoiding first-year redesigns, steering clear of many ICCU-equipped EVs, and questioning software-defined features depending on the vehicle. Stick to proven powertrains like conventional hybrids or third-year-plus gas engines. If you must buy luxury, budget for maintenance costs that exceed the car's value. Consider certified used vehicles with transferable warranties to let someone else absorb the depreciation hit. Bottom line, the volatile 2026 market rewards patience and punishes impulse buying. Miss these warnings, and you'll learn them the expensive way. Like and subscribe for more industry secrets they don't want you to know.